guys, you are welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for your support. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Send subscribe here, consider. And please send your first time if you just subscribed and you are watching. We have a lot of lessons there. Your lessons be brave our channel. So all that you have to do in there, just go through the videos starting from lesson 1, lesson 2 up to the current lesson. The lesson be also beginner friendly. Esha, and you might the pumpo even if you don't know how to sew. When you watch the lessons, they are beginner friendly. You can practice. Both my practice the Esha, and the yeba will see how to draft Princess Bustier dart. We are going to learn how to draft Princess Bustier dart. I have my brown paper here, my tape measure we are going to use. Now, this is a quarter of my measurement. Me use a quarter of the measurement plus allowance, plus sewing allowance. This is how you get the quarter. Your bust measurement, you divide it into 4. Then into 4, you add about 4 inches or 3 inches allowance to it. Into bust my bust 42 divided into 4, and that is going to be 10.5. 10.5 no, now me the 4 inches allowance I compare 14.5. Into I just rounded it to 15. And say extra I have 15. Even it's more than 15, 15.5, which is okay. Now, when it comes to off shoulder, you can decide to deduct 4 inches, 5 inches, or 6. It is start from 4 inches down, depending on how low you want it. I'm deducting 5 inches from it. I'm deducting 5 inches. So I'll place 5 on the starting point, the edge of the paper. Into a starting point, maybe 5 inches, but into 5 inches is off. Then measure your bust. Shoulder to bust, me shoulder to bust 11 plus half inch sewing allowance, and that is going to be 11.5. Then you measure your shoulder to under bust. My shoulder to under bust is 15. The half inches back count, that is 15.5. Then my shoulder to waist is 17, but I added 1 inch sewing allowance, making 18. Into this is it. Into lines now Mary ruling. This is bust. This is under bust, and this is my waist. Okay. Now, when it comes to off shoulder, you have an off shoulder. The neck width start from 5 going. So 5, 6, 7 up to down. Off shoulder is getting off your shoulder. So you will decide how wide you want it. I am going to use 6 inches. Maybe I'll be using 6 inches. 6 inches made the 1 inch back on to make it the 1 inches for sewing allowance, making 7. 7 for the neck width. Okay, so this is my 7. 6.5. For the front neck, 6.5. Okay. And I'm going to join from this 7 to the 6.5 with my curve. So only. Okay. So I have my neck shape. Now then we go to the armhole. My armhole is 18. So 18 divided by 2 is going to be 9. So I'll place my 5 inches here. Now I'll mark 9. I'll mark 9 here. Yeah, so this is 9. So I'm going to join from this neckline to the 9 inches here. Okay. So this is it for the armhole. Okay. Now, since your baby doing the dart, princess dart, you are going to have our princess dart. You first have to know your dart. It's your first time watching. I will leave a link in the description box on how to measure, how to take measurements, and to go through the videos how to take measurement for female. You will know how to measure and how to measure your dart. Into my dart here 9. My dart is 9. 9 you divide it into 2, and that is going to be 4.5. To add plus half to it, the bust line will mark 5 inches. The 5 then we'll come to the under bust. You mark another 5 inches. Then we come to the waistline. You mark 5 inches. Okay. Into here I'll be joining this 5 inches points. Okay. Okay. Now that is the princess that the effect but start to under, but the effect is going to be at the under bust. And see, here you measure 2 inches. You can even measure 2.5. But my wife they measure 2.5, so 2 inches in it. Only we'll bring the same 2 inches at the waistline. 2 inches at the waistline. Now, but under bust this side you measure 1 inch. 1 inch. But at the waistline, you measure 1. At the waistline, we are not going to measure 1. We are going to measure 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'll place half on the line and measure my 1/2 inch. Okay, so we are going to join the points. Okay. Then we'll join from here to the bust line. Now you are join it from this also. We are going to join from the under bust to the measurements here. You better turn the curve in day. You're going to have it this way. Okay, so we're going to have it this way. After this, we come to the armhole. The armhole from the shoulder or from the neckline, you have to measure 2 inches. So from the neckline, we're going to measure 2 inches. Then from the 2 inch, we're going to measure 1 inch up and then 1 inch down. Okay. Into here, joining, we are going to join this to this 1 inch here to the bust line and the 1 inch here also to the bust line. Okay. Okay, see, this is it. Now, when you finish, say we are a measure hana bunde 2 inches. And because of the because you're going to cut this thing off, we need to add the 2 inches to this to create a new armhole so that when we join, we will not have any extra. Join the paper. So we have our 2 inches here. Then we just join. And so this is going to be our new armhole line. Okay, so this is our new armhole line. And to the now look at it, you realize that the shape has come out very well. Now we are going to place our measurements on it. Okay, into placing our measurement, my bust is 42. 42 divided by 4 is going to be 10.5. Into 10.5, this is the 10.5. This is 10.5. Okay, intermediate allowance, but 2 inches allowance, and that's going to give me 1 to 12.5. But I'll make it 13. Into me and 13 waha. Now when we come to the waist, my waist is 34. 34 divided by 4. My waist is 34. Between 4. 4 no is going to be 8.5, and this is 8.5. Now when we measure this in between the middle here, you benya 3 inches. 3 inches. So 8.5 will add the 3 inches to 8. And so 8.5, 1, 2, 3, 11.5. Then the allowance, sewing allowance back on 2 inches. 1, 2, that is 13.5. Into Oba Resiha. We will bring the same 13.5 now at the waistline. Even the waistline, when you measure is 2.5, it doesn't matter to at the waistline you measure the same 13.5 now, just as the bust and the bust only into only. Okay, so when we come to the armhole, my armhole is 18, so that is 9. So we're going to measure 9. We are going to measure 9. The 9 includes allowance and everything. Remember, sir, we have already taken 5 from it. We have already taken 5. Into the 9 is okay. It will include allowance and everything. Now, instead of joining from the bust line to the under bust to the waist, I'm going to join from the armhole straight to the waist here. Okay, so I'll just take my curve this way and bring it here straight. Then draw and get here. So this is my shape. Okay, with my allowance, everything. Since you have a cutting out, you are going to cut it out. Okay, so we'll cut the neck area. Now we are going to cut the princess darts. Okay, we are going to cut it and see. We'll cut this one. So this is a Princess Bustier, eh? This is Princess Bustier. So the 2 inches we added, and then we are going to cut the new armhole line. Okay. Okay, so this is it. Then we are going to cut this one also. Then we'll take this one off. Okay. Okay guys, so this is it. This is our Princess Bustier darts. Yeah, Princess Bustier darts. No, now Sadeto etomoda. If you place it on fabric, you fold the fabric into 2. So this is the sideways. So you get 2 of this. You get 2 of this, and then this is the middle. And so that one you fold the fabric into 2 and place it in the middle, and then trace it and cut. So you get it this way for the middle. Okay, so this is it. Now we are going to do the back one, the back measurement too. The back is not princess dart. So when we take this for the back, we are going to also place 5 inches here, and we are not going to bother about. So when we place it here, we'll place it here and measure the armhole line. This is the armhole line 9. We are not going to measure bust for the back. 9. Yeah, measure bust for the back. Then straight to the waistline, which is 17 plus 1, and that is going to be 18. So this is yen back no. So 9 here, then 18. Okay. Now for the back one, you have to measure zip allowance. So we are going to measure zip allowance of 2 inches. 2 inches. As for the back one, it's just the normal one, yeah, princess dart at the back. So 2 inches. Okay. Okay, so this is our zip line. Yeah, zip line. And see, you measure your neck width. No? The neck width for the front was 6 inches plus 1, making 7. Now, when you come to the back, no, you will decide how wide you want it. Into the back, we are going to make it 9. 9. So the 9 inches. Into you better join the back. The neckline, the neck shape, we are going to. Okay, then you have to join it from her to the armhole points. Okay, so this is it. So we are going to place our dart on it. The dart is 9. 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. Here and far half inch beyond count a. Okay, so this is 9. Then we come to the waistline to measure 9. When it comes to the back, that started from up chin. the front one, the dart is always at the bust line there, but the back, the dart is high or costal, maybe 3 inches above the bust line. Okay, so this is now when we come to the waistline, we are going to measure ½ inch on both sides, ½ inch, ½ inch. Okay, we are going to join this to this. Okay, then we are going to join the ½ inch to this and ½ inch here also to this. My bust is 10.5, so 10.5 plus, this is 10.5 plus 3 inches because of enyimizm front one into. I'm going to make it 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's to end just here. Perfect. Then I come to the waist. I'm going to make it 8.5 plus 1 inch, no one, the 1 inch that's here, so it's going to be 9.5 plus allowance, which is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to join. Okay, so this is it for the back measurement. Just simple off shoulder with normal or our usual dart. Okay, let's cut. When you cut your fabric, you just trace it, hold your dart and sew, and that is all. Medasi bebre. Thanks so much. God bless you. Bye bye.